Okay, let's start the second part. So the second part is dealing with feature selection. So feature selection referring to selecting only features that is relevant to your classification, which means that we remove all the non-relevant features. How do we do that? We can do filtering, or we can have a threshold, the minimum value of TF-IDF, or the minimum weightage that we can consider to include the feature in the classification. Okay. So the whole idea is we look at the term occurrence for the document. So in this slide, we are looking at the subset that compose of all the training document. So this is all your training document, and we also have the number of the number of document that we have. Okay. And TI here, number of document from the subset here that contain term KI. So which means that this is your whole document set for the training. And we also have certain document that consists of the keyword I. Okay? So the number of document that we have here referring to the I here. Okay? And we also have the class label. So the class label could be more than 2. And the training subfunction is that we want to assign each document that we have here to the class label to become true and false. So we may have like 0, 1, 0 here. Okay, so that means that document belong to class 2. Okay, and when we look at the TF-IDF that we have, we could also look at the term class incident table. So in the term class incident table, we are looking at the keyword. Okay, so we are looking at a document that contain that keyword, document that do not contain that keyword, and then this is the all document that we have. Okay, so this is the symbol that we have. This is the document in this class, and this is the number of that we have. Okay, the number of document that belong this keyword I and belong to class P. Okay, and this is the document that not in the class P, so we just minus. So this one is the initial one. Okay, so this one is the total number of document that contain keyword 1. So we split them into 2. So for example, if we have all the document here that contain keyword KI, so we will split them into 2. Okay, so this is belong to the class P, and this is not belong to class P. Okay, and this is the other way around. So we are looking at those documents that do not contain. So we could write the same thing here. So do not contain keyword I. So we can split them into two again. Belong to class P and not belong to class P. And this is for the all document. So we are referring to all document, and we look at the number of document that belong to class P and number of document that do not belong to class P. Okay. So based on this term class incident, so we can always look at the probability of having that keyword belong to that document. Okay, so which is the number of document that consists of the keyword divided by the number of all document. Okay, so all this probability can be derived based on this term class incident table. Okay, so based on this value, so we can limit the features to be included. Contohnya, we want to only include keyword that have probability of PKI besar dari 0.5. So that means all the keyword that is not having probability greater than 0.5 will be removed. We say that keyword is not relevant or not related to the classification. So we can emphasize on that one. Okay. So the rest is basic lah. So this is basic statistics. Contohnya macam ni. The probability that the keyword belong to the document and that document belong to the class P. So the value will be, we look at the number of document that contain keyword I and belong to class P divided by total of all document. Okay, so this one can be computed lah. So that one we can compute it here. So we take that value, divide by this. Okay, so all can be computed. So we could use either one of these lah to remove the number of features that we have, the number of keyword that we have. Okay. Okay. Let K be the threshold on term document frequency. So for the feature selection by term document frequency, we retain all the term Ki for which the number of document that consists the keyword I is greater or equal to certain value. So this is the value threshold that we have. So for example, this one, let's suppose we have 50 document lah. Okay, 50 document. And let's suppose this is 5. This is 5. So meaning that we want to retain all the keyword for which the number of document that consists the keyword I is greater or equal to 5 document. Okay, so that means all the keyword yang exists in at least 5 document, we will keep. If you have less than 5, then you will remove. So we will discard all others lah. And then we will recompute the document representation to consider only term that retain. So for your TF-IDF, all the keyword that does not fulfill this will be removed. So this one will reduce the dimensionality of your space by removing some of the feature that you have. Okay, so in terms of TF-IDF, so in TF-IDF we have the weightage for the individual document based on the keyword that we have. Okay, so let's suppose we have the threshold. So what we want to do is we want only to keep all the keyword that we have in which the weightage is greater or equal to the predefined threshold. Okay, so by this we are reducing the number of features that we have. Okay, so this one is based on the frequency of the document. This is based on the TF-IDF. And finally, we have this feature selection by information gain. So as you can see, we can compute the information gain of individual features given the class of the document that we have. Okay, so you have studied all this. This is the entropy for keyword 1. This is the entropy for not keyword 1. Okay, so we will minus that one from the overall entropy, then we get the IG. So we can also use this one as your filtering method. This is the formula that we use. We have gone through this one, kan? So this is log 2. So basically what we want to do is we want to look at the probability of having that keyword in class P. Okay? And this one also for the other key, the probability of having that other key other than key KI belong to that class P. Okay, so this is both this will be subtracted from the initial one, then we get the IG. Okay, I think we have studied this one in lecture 7 when we study the decision tree. Okay, I think that's all. Some of the sample project in IR, like you want to compare various methods to represent data using TF only or TF-IDF or the IG. We also have the feature construction in which we combine. Do you still remember this? Term correlation. We find the correlation between terms or the n-gram. Okay, and this one is the person search engine. So for example, if let me show you my name. Banyak gambar saya kan. So as you can see, Google has summarized my profile. So they said that, okay, this is my photo, affiliation, UMS. Let me make this one big. Okay, and research interest, and they also have my profile, Google Scholar, Facebook, and these are my edited book lah. Okay, so this is what we call person search engine. Last time, still not perfect. because you want to know the birth date of the person, ataupun dia sudah tiada sudahkah, so what is the job description, and banyak lagi lah. We also have a cross-language information retrieval in which we have multilingual. So if I retrieve one document using this keyword, can I use the translation of the keyword to get the other document from other languages? So this is what we call CLIR, cross-language information retrieval. We also have the topic modeling selection algorithm for Malay article. We also have sentiment analysis for Malay news headline. So those who have gone through the practical, you know it is possible to do this one, topic modeling and also sentiment analysis. All you need to do is just to write the interface, and then you run the script, the R script, to get the result. And I think that's all. That's the end of the course. Okay.